Today proved that the Republican Party hates each and every single one of you. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the House of Representatives, because everyone, the past 24 hours has been a complete and total circus, and it vindicates one thing. The Republican Party hates each and every single one of you. I mean, a normal party that gives a shit about its base, that gives a crap about winning, they wouldn't pull this. But the past 24 hours proves, nope, the Republican Party, whether it's MAGA, the establishment, who frickin' cares? The party itself hates you, and it doesn't know what it's doing. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated, and yeah. Now, for those that have no clue what's going on, Maji Taylor Greene, the supposedly America First warrior out of Georgia, she just filed a motion to vacate Mike Johnson from the speakership. That is right, everyone. She is prepared to get rid of Mike Johnson as the Speaker of the House. Now, to be clear, Mike Johnson has not been perfect. In fact, there's been some big question marks surrounding his speakership. But do you really think this is a smart move or about getting a better speaker? Because let's face it, if Maji Taylor Greene somehow is able to remove Mike Johnson, who are they going to replace him with? It's not going to be anyone better. Mike Johnson was the best case scenario for speaker. But now, you risk Hakeem Jeffries of the Democratic Party of potentially getting the speakership by pulling this stunt. So let's get into it, because this should piss every one of you off. Again, I'm not defending Mike Johnson because there's been some big questions around his speakership, and frankly, he's made some baffling moves. But that's what happens when you have a two-seat majority. Well, we'll get to that majority in a second. But first, far-right Representative Maji Taylor Greene on Friday filed a motion to oust Speaker Mike Johnson, doing so just as the House voted to avoid a government shutdown. Johnson has served as Speaker for 5 months, having taken over for Kevin McCarthy, who was ousted from the job under a similar process. So, Taylor Greene is pulling the same stunt Matt Gaetz did. But the hypocrisy of Maji Taylor Greene is unbelievable. Remember how she was protecting Kevin McCarthy for the entire time when he was making backroom deals with Democrats and not even trying to get something done? Anything positive? At least Mike Johnson has been trying. He's been holding off the Ukraine aid for now. It's a matter of time before it passes, but he's been holding the line on that. But McCarthy did far worse than Johnson. But Maji Taylor Greene didn't care. But suddenly, when her boyfriend is gone and Kevin McCarthy, and that Johnson's a speaker, suddenly she cares. Suddenly she cares that Mike Johnson is doing a bad job. Where were you 5 months ago when Kevin McCarthy was screwing us with the same thing you complain about Mike Johnson? But arguably, what McCarthy was doing was far more egregious because he was working behind the scenes to get Democrats to vote for his stuff and then make backroom deals. Johnson hasn't done that. At least we know of. McCarthy did. And you just look more at this situation. This is a matter of, hey, Mike Johnson has a 2-seat majority right now. What do you expect him to do? Because a lot of these moderates, they're going to vote for this crap either way. It was not immediately clear how the House would act on her motion, which requires just a majority vote to remove the Speaker. Greene did not file the motion as privileged, which would force a vote within 2 legislative days, but instead as a regular motion, which could be referred to a committee where it would likely languish. So she didn't even file a privileged motion, and that's why I'm really starting to think that the scam that she's pulling wasn't necessarily for the greater good or trying to improve the speakership or whatever. It was for herself, for her ego, for her boyfriend and Kevin McCarthy. That's why I really think's happening here. She is just mad that no one gives a shit what she thinks anymore because a lot of people have had enough of her. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene went from someone that, yeah, she's kind of annoying, but at least she's good on the issues and understands what the base wants, to a hack. I mean, doing whatever McCarthy says, it's like, really? What changed? It's pathetic, and that's why this whole situation should make you embarrassed. These people are not doing it for you. They're not doing this motion to vacate because, Johnson is screwing over the base or whatever. No. Greene is doing it for herself. This isn't like Matt Gaetz where 90% of Republicans wanted McCarthy gone. They want him gone. They were like, screw this guy. And this isn't like McCarthy where he was lying to people 24/7 and making backroom deals with both sides to, not take the blame. It was a mess. Johnson, not been good, but he's stuck in such a bad situation. It's like, what do you expect to happen? Like, did you really expect him to get an immigration moratorium or anything like that? I doubt it. Greene told reporters that her motion to vacate was more of a warning than a pink slip, saying she does not want to throw the House into chaos like the 3.5 weeks that the chamber was without a speaker when McCarthy, her close ally, was ousted. Yeah, just proves my point. She's not doing it because she wants a better speaker or, she wants to do something good. No. She's doing it for her own ego. Like, what do you mean a warning? I just don't get this. Are you going to motion to vacate or not? You've been hyping this up for 5 months. It makes you really think, no, she's not going to. But she wants everyone to pay attention to what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing because she has an ego problem. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying that it won't happen in 2 weeks or it won't happen in a month or who knows when. But I am saying the clock has started. It's time for our conference to choose a new speaker, she said. I mean, this whole thing is an embarrassment. I mean, she even admitted, yeah, I never talked to Donald Trump about this. What? Trump's presumptive nominee. Shouldn't you go talk to him about, who he wants to be the next speaker? Well, guess what? She never did. And you know what Trump would have said? Leave Johnson alone. Again, Johnson hasn't been perfect, but I guarantee you, if Republicans keep the House somehow and get the Senate back and win the presidency, Mike Johnson would be far better than he is now. Because here, he's handcuffed. He's in a lose-lose situation no matter what. So why wouldn't you talk to the party leader about, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the speaker, try to vacate the speakership. Now, I know many of you might be saying, well, this is just, Marjorie Taylor Greene being Marjorie Taylor Greene. And surely this is just a MAGA problem. Like, this is just one nut job on the Republican side that's trying to screw everything over. Nope. You thought this was bad enough. Look at what Mike Gallagher just did. He is going to resign on April 19th. Yeah. This guy is retiring, mind you. He's not running again. He's said that like 2 months ago that he wasn't running again because frankly he would have lost a primary. But instead of waiting 9 months when his term would be over, which I mean, what? 9 more months, whoop-de-doo. This clown decides to give everyone the middle finger and pull Ken Buck. And he's resigning on April 19th. That means Republicans have a 1-vote majority. They can afford 1 bad vote and that's it. This is unfreaking believable. But here's the thing that really makes you wonder, is this all just one big scam to screw the Republican Party over this year? You know the tiny detail that I said about April 19th? Well, you would think, okay, he's resigning. He would say like next week. But he said April 19th. And people started to dig into laws in Wisconsin and found something really, intriguing. If there was a vacancy in a House seat, say Mike Gallagher's seat, and it's after April 2nd, that's a key date, mind you, they wouldn't hold a special election until November. Yeah, you know what that means. Mike Gallagher is resigning 2 weeks after April 2nd, meaning the Republicans cannot fill the seat until November. He's pulling the same scam as Ken Buck. At least with Ken Buck's seat, there will be a special in like 3 months. But these people are supposedly the principled conservatives. And it proves one thing. Whether it's MAGA or the establishment, they hate their voters, they don't give a shit. They care about their own egos. I mean, for crying out loud, this happened on the same day. It should infuriate everyone that this is happening. That we have a 1-seat majority, and we potentially are going to have another speakership shit show. What can I say other than, what the hell? This party supposedly wants to be in the majority. But I'm really wondering, especially with the Social Security stuff, are they just sabotaging themselves this year? So if Trump won the presidency and, let's say, Republicans kept the Senate, or won the Senate back, and if Republicans somehow lost the House in that situation, would they just blame Trump? And we're getting to that point where I don't know what to think anymore. You have Maji Taylor Greene pulling this crap, then Mike Gallagher pulling this, then you have the study committee saying, oh yeah, we need to gut Social Security. All in the span of like 3 days. It really makes you wonder, are they trying to sabotage themselves going into November? I mean, we're going to have a 1-seat majority, and we may not even have a speaker in like a week because someone's ego was bruised. Welcome to the Republican Party of 2024. And it doesn't matter if this was MAGA or the establishment. It's both. You have bozos like Gallagher in the establishment just giving everyone the middle finger and saying F you. Screw all of you. I'm not gonna return. I'm gonna screw everyone over. So guess what? I'm leaving. 1-seat majority. Good luck. And then you have nut jobs like Taylor Greene that isn't as good as she once was, pulling this stunt for her ego. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.